Good day, church. How are we? First time doing this video, so I hope it goes well. I'll be sharing on Proverbs 15. Reading from the International Standard Version. Sorry that this video had to be shared a bit late, but the good news is it's coming. It's here. So Proverbs 15, it's a bit more lengthy than I thought, but I realized the theme, well, it says how to live wisely. And for me, something that I picked up was how a lot of living wisely is how you think and how you speak. That's what I see being highlighted in this verse, in this chapter. I just picked a few verses to maybe which stood out to me. Starting with the first one, a gentle response diverts anger, but a harsh statement incites fury. I know the King James says, a soft answer turns away wrath. And for me, something I discovered about that scripture is, for me, a soft answer used to mean trying to say something nice, say something that's not harsh. But I realize a soft answer is basically your tone. You can say something that could be not nice for you to say to someone else, but the tone, how you say it, if you say it, if you're soft spoken about what you're saying, it'll be well received. And you could say something nice to someone, but say it with a harsh tone, not a soft tone, and it could not be well received. So that's how I interpret it, that when someone speaks to you and it's a situation and the situation is getting heated up, if you just literally lower your voice, lower your tone, it becomes a soft answer, it becomes a gentle response to a situation. Helps to de-escalate stuff. And something that also stood out to me is verse 13. A happy heart enlightens the face, but a sad heart reflects a broken spirit. That's deep, like a broken spirit. So for me, like sometimes I have this sad face, or even a sad voice when I'm like overwhelmed with stuff. My countenance drops, but here this verse is telling me that, look, your countenance basically reflects your inner being. It reflects how your heart is. If your heart, a happy face, a happy heart enlightens your face. A broken spirit makes your face sad. So I realized that, okay, despite tasks or work which might weigh me down, I can't blame it on the task and say I'm sad because of the work. The reason I'm sad is because my heart is sad or my spirit is sad. So if I can deal with that, then my approach to overwhelming tasks will still be different. I could still approach overwhelming tasks with a happy heart. So that stood out for me. Another one that stood out is verse 17. A vegetarian meal served with love is better than a big, thick steak with a plate full of animosity. Guys, I didn't get the time to check what animosity is, but it just sounds bad. In fact, I think King James says strife, than a meal with strife. So what I'm realizing here is like, so the other verses we're talking about, this I see it talks about like your choices in life, don't just make choices based on the outward appearance, based on the experience, but how is it going to affect your heart? How is it going to affect your spirit? Like the verse we just spoke about before was talking about a sad heart, a broken spirit. You'd rather have a meal that's not so nice, but have a happy heart, rather than have a very nice, thick, juicy meal, but with a broken spirit. So this really is showing us priorities that would rather choose spiritual choices over carnal choices. We'd rather be healthy, or not healthy, but happy spiritually first before being happy carnally. And obviously, being happy carnally means you're led by your soul. Your decisions that are made are led by your flesh, whereas in this instance, your decisions will be led by your spirit. We're saying, nah, 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 we're not gonna fight. We'd rather eat veggies and cabbage, so that we could be happy all together. That's a hectic one. 22. Plans fail without advice, but with many counselors, they are confirmed. An appropriate answer brings joy to a person, and a well-timed word is a good thing. I know King James also said, like plans, in the multitude of counselors, plans are established. That's another way of saying it. So for me, it is encouraging to say, okay, how do you better the way that you think is involving other people's thought patterns. Share with them what you're going through, and they will give you insight. And in fact, if you want to be successful in something, test whatever it is that you're planning to do with good counsel, with people who are righteous, and you can trust them with that. I believe they'll have gentle responses to you. I also like this one. An appropriate answer brings joy to a person. A well-timed word is a good thing. It's just showing us that speaking, knowing, sometimes it's better just to close your mouth. Sometimes people just say, if you have nothing good to say, keep quiet. Doesn't sound nice, but it goes a long way. But not only keeping quiet, but also knowing the right time to say the right thing. Just going on about that one, there is, I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Verse 30. Bright eyes encourage the heart. Good news nourishes the body. So not only is something well timed, but good news nourishes the body. Like I heard what my lady was saying about, not listening to news about Corona, which is sad and stuff. And I'm literally thinking, if good news nourishes your body, what does bad news do? It denourishes, it gives you malnutrition, guys. So definitely reading the word is something nice to munch on. And the last verse I just like to share that stood out for me is verse 28. The mind of the righteous thinks before speaking, but the wise person spews out evil. So righteous people think before they speak. A righteous person is a wise person. A wise person thinks before they speak. So if you want to be wise, take a second to think before you speak, and you'll be wise. You will be acting out righteously. And that's basically the things that stood out for me in Proverbs 15. How to live righteously, how to speak well, how to think right, how to make sure other people are helping you in your thought process, that you're vetting it, how to stay happy, and how to make the right choices, spiritual choices over carnal choices. Thank you very much. It was nice doing this first devotion. Hope to be more prepared next time. Cheers.